IFMSA Algeria. What? AMSA Austria. BEMSA Belgium. BMSS Bangladesh. IFMSA Quebec. Thank you. ANM France. Then I'm Brazil. Where is France? ANM France is not here? Oh, okay. Helm is Greece. System Italy. Italy is there. IFMSA Joe. Joe, come on. You're doing this in the second time. Kazımsa Kazakhstan. IFMSA Morocco. I remember you. Slomis Slovenia. There. IFMSA Serbia. Metsai Rwanda. Rwanda? Is Rwanda here? Okay, no. Asamkol Colombia. Lamsa Latvia. There. Kenya. No Kenya. IFMSA Chile. AMEF Mexico. Oh. AMSA Hong Kong. No? Okay. BVMD Germany. FAMSA Tatarstan. Oh, there. FAMSA Palestine. You're welcome. NMSA Norway. NMSA Norway. Okay. IFMSA Thailand. Thailand is there. ZIMSA Zimbabwe. No? No, wait. Oh, sorry. TAMSA Tanzania? Tanzania? No? EMSA Ethiopia? Oh, someone is, okay. Ethiopia? IMCC Denmark? You are Denmark. IFMSA Peru? IFMSA NL? Yes, you're this. FMS Taiwan? Thank you. Alam Luxembourg? Finsk Finland? Oh. EFMSA Estonia? IMSA Iceland? By the way, sorry for my pronunciation, please feel free to correct me. IFMSA Kurdistan? IMSA Libya? Yeah. Thank you. IMSA Ukraine? Thank you. IFMSA Sweden? Oh. IMSA Lithuania? ASRM? Oh, no, Moldova. I can't. IFMSA Japan? Japan is there? Indonesia? SFGH UK, yeah. Wait. Can you hand it? IFMSA El Salvador? Salvador is there. FASM Romania? Leminsk Lebanon? Lebanon is there. Russian Federation? No. Türk Müzik Türkiye. MMSA Republic of North Macedonia. Northern Cyprus. Cromis Croatia. They must be here. Okay. SWIMSA Switzerland. MSAI India. IFMSA Poland. IX Catalonia. No? Yeah. Catalonia. Where? IFMSA Egypt. Egypt is here. And then Portugal. Where? Oh, Portugal is there. Portugal. Slomsa Slovakia. Slovakia is there. IFMSA Spain. IMSI Ireland. Bulgaria, I've seen them. Bohemsa. Bosnia Herzegovina, Republic of Srpska. IFMSA Brazil. IFMSA Czech Republic. Oh my god. Hungary. I can't. IFMSA Singapore. Associate Tunisia. Yeah. All of them. AMSA Singapore. Singapore is there. Please keep raising your hand. Tunisia is not here. Medicine Sudan. IFMSA Argentina. No? Azerbaijan. I don't think so. I can't. Bahrain. I can't see them in that way. IFMSA Bolivia. BMSA Brunei. Burkina Faso. Burundi. Cameroon. CFMS Canada. Cape Verde. Any of the animals are here? I see none. China. Okay. Oh. So let's see how many of you hasn't received your voting cards. Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand if you couldn't get your voting cards. So everyone could get their voting cards? Okay, that seems successful.
A round of applause for CCC and returning officers, please. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are continuing with presentations. We're moving on to the presentations of the interim regional directors. First, starting with the interim regional director for the Americas. We had received one candidature from Mia Alexandra Milicevic, Luzon. Is Mia in the room? Yes, hello. So as per we said previously, for the EB candidatures, you cannot move. You can't get out of the room when we're presenting. You have to be respectful. Please don't speak when our candidate is presenting. And for this position, because it is not part of the EB, it is considered any other officials. And so they will have 3 minutes of presentations and 2 minutes of questions afterwards. For Mia, we have received a video, so let me just bring that up. I'm just gonna. Hello? Okay. I will try to play it and see if it's working for the sound for here as well as online. Can someone check if online people can listen afterwards? Okay, 1, 2, 3, starting. We can hear the sound. Okay, let me just stop this. Yes, it was already selected. Should it be something else? Me.
Hello, Americas. Hello, Americas. Rather than introducing Hello, Americas. Rather than introducing myself, I want to invite you to
Online people, can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear the video.
Did you hear the video as well?
visit
Yes, we could hear
the
the
journey
video.
we have shared, the moments, introducing myself.
Sorry, the video is a little lagging, but we will start.
Hello, Americas. Rather than introducing myself, I want to invite you to revisit the journey we have shared, the moments, the work, and the memories that have shaped these past months. So come with me.
There's something special about this region. What starts as meetings and names on a screen somehow becomes people. Laughter, long days, shared challenges, late night debriefs, and the feeling that you're building something bigger than yourself. From October until now, we have grown together. And with every interaction, every message, every moment, my love for the Americas has only grown stronger. We lived so much, especially during the Americas Regional meeting. We made important decisions, exchanged ideas, and celebrated the diversity that makes this region unique. But beyond the sessions, we laughed, talked for hours, shared meals, inside jokes, and moments that reminded us this is more than work, it's community. That's when the region stopped being a concept and became faces. Because this region is not made of strategies, it's made of people. Hosts on the plenaries, Zoe and or shared obsession with the electrolytes. Carol bringing Brazilian dances into NFTP. Joao mixing Spanish words into TNT sessions in a way only he can. Aaron and his Chilean accent. Miranda and the beautiful OC that we all love so much. Julia doing push-ups in the middle of the most random moments and somehow motivating everyone around her. And so many other small, unexpected moments that turned colleagues into friends and friends into family. I got to meet my beautiful regional team. Thank you all so much for your work. So I'm not here to present a plan of action, because you have already seen the work. We have discussed it, shaped it together, tasted ideas, adjusted, and built side by side. For me, leadership is not about promises, it's about commitment. The Americas is loud. It's fun. It's chaotic, passionate, creative, sometimes overwhelming. It's long discussions, spontaneous dancing, strong opinions, endless voice notes, and laughter that makes you forget how tired you are. But more than anything, the Americas is a family. What I can promise is simple. I will keep growing, I will keep listening, and I will keep advocating for this region with care, energy, and the belief that everyone deserves to feel supported and seen. Because leadership is not about standing in front, it's about walking with.
So, if you allow me, this is not a closing, it's a continuation. Thank you for your trust, your patience, and for reminding me every day why America feels like home.
Okay, thank you so much. Hopefully the video didn't lag too much for the online participants. So Mia, you have 2 minutes for questions. I will open the floor to any questions, preferably people from the region. Nobody in person or online? Okay. NMS in Norway, is that right? I just didn't see your flag. Yes, okay.
Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, my name is Elisa from Ensa, Norway, and I want to thank you for a very beautiful video and a good candidature. We wanted to ask you if you have thought about cooperations for the Americas with other regions as well, and how you would like to work for it, if you could talk a bit about that.
Can I have a mic for Mia?
Thank you so much for your question. That's actually a very good question, and that's actually something we're working with the other regional directors. It's the concept of one IFMSA. I don't know if you all received a challenge that is literally called one IFMSA for this General Assembly. And for example, for regional sessions, we will have interregional joint session in the time that it was supposed to be like all regional sessions, because we really want to foster in general, like not only me but all RDs, we really want to foster that collaboration between regions, and not only with this like general assembly in the regional session, even like with SRTs or like with a cafe if you want to do one, or even a statement. There's so many things that we can collaborate with each other, but the first step to do so is getting to know each other and knowing that more like we're not necessarily regions, but we're one big family. So that's something we're trying really to foster. So thank you.
Thank you. You have 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining. Are there any other questions from in person or online, preferably from the region? I will prioritize that if there are questions. Okay, there's no one from the region that wants to question you, so I'll take IFMSA Netherlands.
Yes, hello. Arton Schouten, IFMSA NL. What does the Americas region do well, and what can other regions learn from the Americas region?
Thank you for your question, and that's actually a very tough question. Gotta say, there are a lot of other things that I admire from other regions. I do think we all have our fortes, like our strengths and our weaknesses, and that's what makes us special. At the end of the day, what Europe needs is not necessarily what Americas needs, and so on. And it's very like we need to work towards like the needs of our regions. However, there are many things from other regions, like I said, that I admire. I really love from the Americas. I love I don't know, I want to use another word that is not vibe, but like the vibe. I think there's something so like special about America. They're so happy, they're so warm all the time. But for example, like EMR, like we all know their chants, like they're so like passionate about everything they do. Europe, oh my, you're such a big family, and I like you're so like invested in everything you do, and like Asia Pacific, and it's like you're also like special to us somehow, Africa too. And I think like in general, like we all can learn some things from each other.
Thank you so much. Time
Yeah.
is up. Thank you. Excellent. Can I once again tell people to not move during presentations? I don't know if I've said this enough, but I've seen so many movements during this presentation. It is very, very disrespectful to the candidates, especially the people that are upstairs. Don't move. You should be sitting down in the plenary hall if you're listening. You should not go back and forth on the stairs as if I won't see you. I have eyes. Thank you. And so for the people that are allowed to move, the candidates, the returning officers, and the people helping out with keeping the doors closed, the doors including the stairs. I hope that is clear. And please sit down, the people at the back. I prefer to see your faces and not the back of your heads, so please sit down. And if you want to leave, please do it quickly. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we're continuing on. Are you leaving or are you sitting down? Please leave quickly. Now. 1, 2. Okay, you're sitting down. That's perfect. Excellent. Even better. Okay. So we're continuing on. So we're moving forward with the interim regional director for Asia Pacific. We have one candidature from Sharif Mohammed Sadat. Sadat, yes, you're here. Okay, it is also a video, and hopefully this one will be more smooth as we go.
Dear IFMSA and Asia Pacific family, I'm Sadat from BMS Bangladesh, and it's a privilege to stand before you once again as a candidate for Regional Director for Asia Pacific at interim. Serving this region has been one of the most meaningful responsibilities of my journey in IFMSA, and I'm here with the gratitude, experience, and strong commitment to continue serving you with accountability and care. Over the years, I have the opportunity to serve you across different local, national, and regional levels. This journey has shaped my leadership and understanding of a region's diversity and needs. Today, I stand before you as a more grounded and responsible version of myself, ready to continue the work we started together. My priority this time is to carry forward the ongoing regional work with stability and consistency. We already have strong systems, partnerships, and initiatives in motion. Rather than introducing new initiatives, we aim to ensure proper follow up through consolidation and completion. The goal is to protect the work we have been doing and prepare a stronger, organized foundation for the next full term. At the regional level, my focus remains on a strong NMO support and balanced growth. We will continue structured NMO engagement, ensure consistent and communication and guidance. The goal is better representation, stronger engagement, and steady. We will ensure transparent, accountable, and inclusive governance. The alongside supporting APROC for a successful regional meeting. In activities and capacity building, we will be focusing on the quality and sustainability. We will strengthen at regional level and ensure the aim is to make opportunities more accessible, better documented, and truly impactful for our regions. Externally, we will ensure our representation remains active and strategic and meaningful. Ongoing collaborations and regional bodies, task forces, and councils will continue with clear follow up and accountability. Representation must always translate into tangible impact for our members. This term is about responsibility and steady leadership. It is about protecting our progress and ensuring a smooth path forward. I humbly ask for your trust to continue serving you with commitment and continuity. Thank you for believing in me and our beloved region. If you have ever questions or feedback regarding my candidature, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. So that you have 2 minutes to answer questions. I will preferentially take questions from the region. So if there's any questions at all for Sadat's candidature, please raise your voting card or raise your hand on Zoom. Okay. I forgot to ask, how many questions would you like at a time? One by one or one by one? Okay, MSI India.
Deepith, he, him, MSA India. Thank you for the candidature presentation, Sadat. I had just one little question that I wanted to ask you. You've mentioned the Asia Pacific welcome package for the new NMOs that join us. Can you shed more light on it and provide a little more detail about what's going to be included in that? Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Deepit, for the amazing questions. Basically, we are planning on having a welcome package since we are focusing on Pacific Islands for the last few months because it's been a long time and we are not representing, we are Asia Pacific, but we are not representing Pacific Islands at all. It's just Asia. And that's why we are having a welcome package to which will have the contents of IFMSAs, how to be a member, because every time a member reaches out to us, or any organization reaches out to us, we cannot just send them different emails, which is not very consolidated. So we thought of having a document which will be having the important aspects and give an overview of what IFMSA is because they cannot relate a lot with us, especially with the Pacific Islands. So that's why we are thinking of having a welcome package for them. Thank you.
Thank you. You have 1 minute and 8 seconds. Are there any other questions for Sadat's candidature? Please raise your voting card or your hand on Zoom. I don't see any. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sadat. Congratulations. Sorry. Okay. Congratulations to us as well that we have moved on to the next agenda item. Okay, so we are at agenda item number 17, presentation of candidates for Supervising Council for the term 2025-2027. We have multiple candidates we have 5 candidates for 2 positions. And so as per the bylaws, we have to make sure that the candidates don't listen to each other's presentation. I would just like to see on Zoom, who do we have at the moment? I believe I see Florian. Hi. I see Isidora as well. Okay. I don't think we have Laura online. No. Do we have Rahitul online? No. Okay. Okay. All right. So do we have Joao in person? Yes. Yes, I see you. Okay. All right. So let me just explain how this will go so that everything is clear. The order of the presentations for a supervising council was also done by lottery and has been shared with you on the NMO server. So the order would be first starting with Isidora, next with Raitul, next Laura, next Florian, and then finally Joao. Because the only in-person candidate that is here is Joao, we'll have Joao sit out from all the previous 4 candidatures. One of our returning officers will guide you out. You can see Leke waving her hand at the back. You can join her. Thank you. And I would need breakout rooms to be created. 1 second. I can maybe do it on my own. What do you mean? So I believe that Rahitun said he'll be here online. Can BMSS Bangladesh just text him or let him know, or someone let him know to join? As long as he joins and the name is his own name plus candidate at the end, or subco candidate or supervising council candidate, we will let him join the Zoom. But if he's not here, that is okay for now, as he is not the first candidate. So once again, I want to make it very clear. I'm not being mean or rude to anyone, but it's very important that we respect candidates when they're presenting. Once again, after they prepared so hard for running and applying for a position. So I do want everyone to be respectful on the ground and upstairs. And so what's going to happen is that we will create a breakout room that I am going to assign right now, so that all the candidates of subco that are here, except Isadora, will be in the waiting room, in the breakout room with one of our returning officers. Do we have one of our returning officers in charge of this? Can you just wave your hand or turn on your camera? I think I do see Abuelo. Are you
Hi,
still there?
I'm here.
Or
Yes, I'm here too.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so I will put one of the returning officers with the rest of the candidates that are online in the breakout room, and then we will get things started. So give me 2 seconds.
For plenary vice chair, I would like to declare conflict of interest for this position as well and leave the table.
Hi, is Rahitun here? I see BMSS Bangladesh. I was told this was you.
Yes, just a second. I'm renaming. I'm so sorry.
Please rename yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me just make sure that they have all joined the waiting room, except Isadora. Yes, that is the case. Okay. Can we make sure that people stop moving now? Stop. As if you're taking a picture, just stop moving. Thank you. Okay. So we're starting with the first candidate for the subco 2025-2027 position. And the first one that we have is Isidora Sibinovic. And it is a video, so I want to see if it works. 1 second.
PhD student from niche.
Okay. Okay, all right. So we'll start the video. Hopefully it won't be lagging too much. As this is a position, is an official position other than the executive board, it would be 3 minutes of presentation and 2 minutes of questions afterwards. And so I will start playing the video.
Serbia, currently working as research assistant at University of Niš.
We'll start over because the video played without the sound, just 2 seconds.
Hello everyone, my name is Isidora. I'm a medical doctor and a PhD student from Niš, Serbia, currently working as research assistant at University of Niš and as teaching assistant at medical faculty. Before medicine, I was a volleyball player, which shaped in how I understand teamwork. Trust, shared responsibility, and putting the team before yourself are exactly how I see the role of the Supervising Council. My IFMSA journey started locally and grew through national and international involvement. As IFMSA Serbia Executive Board member, I was actively participating in decision-making processes, president sessions, discussions, and plenaries. My international involvement began at my first GA, March Meeting 23, in Estonia. Since then, I have been part of numerous plenary and session teams, work as a support person, organized and served as head of OC, participated in variety of events. Last term, I served as Capacity Building Regional Assistant for Europe 2024-25. A significant part of my background are in trainings and capacity building, with over 80 hours of session delivered, and I'm here today to tell you that those who train can also do. My plan of action is built around 6 pillars, which are explained pretty detailed in my candidature, but today I will highlight the core ideas. I believe the SAPCO can only support the Federation effectively if it first functions as a cohesive body. In working with the EB and TO, I see SAPCO as a supportive and advisory body that fully respects their autonomy. NMOs are the foundation of IFMSA, and as a SAPCO member, I would prioritize transparent, accessible, and approachable communication. During IFMSA meetings, especially GAs, meaningful SAPCO presence is essential for accountability towards NMOs. With engagement in discussions on BCPs and financial matter, active participation in plenary processes, and being available to the EB, TO, and plenary team whenever support is needed. When investigations are required, my focus is on fairness, confidentiality, where all parties must be given due diligence. With institutional memory, preserving context behind decision help to ensure consistency and smooth transitions in our federation. In a world that is increasingly polarized, IFMSA remains a space of unity and shared purpose. Protecting that space is a responsibility for our members today and the future generations yet to come. Thank you. It's truly an honor.
Okay, thank you so much. Isidora, can you just try speaking so we can see if we can hear you?
Yes, hi everyone.
Excellent, we can. Okay, so for you, we will have 2 minutes of questions. How would you like them to be taken, one by one or more?
One by one, please.
Okay, excellent. So I open the floor to any questions for Isidora's candidature. Please raise your voting card or your hand on Zoom. IFMSA Joe?
Okay, thank you, Isadora, for the presentation. I want to ask you, with 2 members stepping down, how would you work with the remaining subco members to redistribute the task while preventing overload and maintaining quality of supervision? Thank you.
Thank you so much, IFMSA Joe, for this question. I think it's particularly important to tackle this topic since we all saw the news today. And resignations are very much how like our federation is impacted by them. And as I mentioned in my candidature, I would work on preventing them and having the access to, sorry, it's just lagging. Am I audible?
You are.
Thank you so much. So I would try to work on prevention, but having in mind the situation that we are having currently, and if I join the subco team now that is working on really low capacity, only three members, I would first try to get the handover, a very detailed one, and like it's already really hard getting into the position that is already the term already started. So I would focus on getting to know the team, having the handover, and generally see what are the responsibilities, challenges. But at the end, I believe that open and honest communication regarding our personal availabilities, I would like to for us to have availability tracking so we can see how are the other availabilities of the subco members. Task redistribution should be really transparent and based on realistic capacities to prevent further outcomes like this and get like mental well-being and workload in a focus of subco members in order to effectively support our federation and officials. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. You have 5 seconds left, so I don't think I will take any additional questions for you. Thank you, Isidora.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let me just take this down first. We are going to proceed with Rahito's candidature. So I will place you, Isidora, in the breakout room. Just give me 1 second, and then if you could tell Rahito to come back. Thank you. Hello, Rahito, can you hear us? Can you also try speaking?
Yes, hi, hello.
Excellent. Okay. So I will just require some more silence in the room before we can start. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, so I will be playing the video. One more person is just moving. 1 second. Okay. So I will be playing the video. It would be 3 minutes maximum for the presentation. And then you'll have 2 minutes afterwards to answer questions. So we'll start playing the video now.
In Bangladesh during a menstrual hygiene campaign. I remember looking at the faces of those young girls who were.
Sorry, I will restart the video as it the sound did not follow at the beginning.
Dear IFMSA family, 5 years ago I stood in a small community in Bangladesh during a menstrual hygiene campaign. I remember looking at the faces of those young girls who were listening to us, shy, curious, and hopeful. That day, I thought I was there just to give awareness. I didn't realize IFMSA was quietly giving me something far greater. It was giving me courage, courage to speak, courage to lead, courage to believe that a medical student from Bangladesh not only belonged to its community, it belonged to global rooms. My name is Mohammad Rahitullah Nahian from BMSS Bangladesh, standing here today as a candidate for the Supervising Council for the term 25 to 27. Governance is not about authority, it is about protection. The Supervising Council is not meant to be loud, it is meant to be steady. It protects accountability when systems are tested. It preserves institutional memory when leadership transitions. It safeguards fair governance when difficult decisions must be made. My vision is simple but powerful. A subcode that is compassionate in approach, transparent in process, and accountable in action. Responsible decision-making means structured internal deliberations, not reactive responses. Clear communication channels ensure NMOs understand processes rather than fear them. Well-being and team cohesion are essential because oversight requires emotional intelligence and understanding. Governance must feel safe, not intimidating. That is why I propose strengthening oversight through a structured body system within Supervising Council for case handling and internal review, consistency, and also doesn't overburden any member. Annual legal reviews of the a streamlined investigation framework, which ensures clear timelines, clear documentation, clear communication. SUBCO should not only intervene during conflicts, it should empower NMOs to prevent them.
It is a little lagging on our end. 1 second, let's try fixing it. Okay, my Zoom crashed. Sorry about that. Okay, my Zoom is back. We will restart where we stopped for the video and try again. Okay, we don't have the sound. 1 second.
Council and Constitutional Bylaw Interpretation Archive, building as an institutional memory so that similar cases can be continuing to ensure safer and more accountable General Assemblies, something I deeply value after attending and facilitating multiple General Assemblies over the course of years in BMSS and IFMSA. Now, what do I promise is not innovation for the sake of visibility. I promise integrity in every action, even when decisions are unpopular. I promise transparency in every process, compassion in every. Last but not the least, this federation has given me the strength, which I am now willing to give it back. With love and a heart full of thankfulness for each and every one of you here who belong to IFMSA. I forever remain proudly one of you. Thank you so much.
Apologies, Rahitun, for the technical difficulties. We are trying our best. It might not be enough, but we are trying. Okay, so in this case, you will have 2 minutes to answer the questions. How would you like the questions to be asked? 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 or more? Rahitun, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, excellent. How would you like your answers to be asked? Your questions to be asked? 1 by 1, 2 by 2 or more?
1 by 1 sounds better.
Okay, 1 by 1, that sounds good. So I open the floor for any questions. Please raise your voting card or your hand on Zoom. Any questions for Rahitun? I don't see any hands raised or any voting cards. So thank you so much. That was a very short question period.
I hope that's not something bad. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. So now we are going forward. We have Laura Tanaka Masvoreva. I do not think she is in the Zoom. No, and I know she is not in the room. Okay, so I will move Rahitun to the breakout room. Please tell them that they are not to send anyone back to the main room as we will be presenting Laura, who is unfortunately not here. Just let our returning officer know. Thank you, Rahitun. Okay, so we are going forward. Our third candidature for SUBCO 2527. Okay, please have a seat. Okay, so we will be starting the video, 3 minutes of presentation. As Laura is not here, and if she is not here at the end of the presentation, we will collect 2 questions for her and then be sent on the NMO server for her to answer within 24 hours.
Hello everyone, my name is Laura and I'm a medical doctor living and working in Zimbabwe. I'm also a candidate for the 2025 to 27 term of the Supervising Council with the mantra to inspire, encourage, and motivate. The big why fuels my motivation by inspirational leadership, leading by example, inspiring others throughout the journey, and upholding integrity in all actions. Through transformational friendship, we value emotional intelligence over operational intelligence and lead by compassion, ensuring personal and professional development. And finally, cheerleading responsibility means remembering the mission of IFMSA and directing our actions towards accountability. My 4 main pillars are leadership support, consistency and transparency, technical support, and teamwork within the Supervising Council. Leadership in support involves assessing the current skills of our leadership and identifying areas where additional support is required. Through compassionate redirection, we can ensure accountability of each team member by ensuring operation within the expected scope. And finally, responsibility will ensure that we safeguard IFMSA principles in our activities. Ongoing regional and organizational development will involve regional support, mentorship programs for NMOs to build and sustain their own advisory council bodies, and cross-training to support all of our meetings and small working groups. Finally, teamwork makes the dream work. By collaborating with officials in the subco buddy system, we can review the activities in our federation and ensure operational efficiency. Compassion will also be important to ensure that we can lead with integrity and correct in a way that leads to personal and professional development. To sum it up, it will ensure that we can foster a culture of continuous learning by leading by example, encouraging growth, and inspiring others along the way. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and my dedication to serving IFMSA continues to be a fundamental source of my motivation. Thank you.
Thank you. So Laura is not here. As I said previously, I will collect 2 questions and send them to the Innovo server for Laura to answer within 24 hours. Does anyone have any questions for Laura's candidature? Please raise your voting card or raise your hand on the Zoom. Okay, so no questions. All right. You'll still receive an email from me saying that we did not receive any questions, as this is the procedure we should be following. Sorry. Okay. In this case, we will close her presentation and move forward with Florian Chiriakalina's presentation. Florian is in the breakout room. Let me move him back. Hello, Florian. Can you hear us?
Hello, I can hear you loud and clear, so happy to see you all.
Excellent. So Florian, you will have 3 minutes for your presentations and 2 minutes for your questions afterwards. Let me just find your visual support.
Perfect. Yeah, I have a video.
Okay, I'm just waiting for people to leave the room. If you enter the room, please go sit. Okay, so we will be starting the video.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, me? I'm just reading the IFMSA Constitution and bylaws. Dear General Assembly, hello. My name is Florian Chiriakalina. I'm a medical oncology resident physician and have been an IFMSA enthusiast for years. From capacity building opportunities, serving in the international team for the past 2 terms, facilitating across regions and working in governance spaces. Through these roles, I've seen how clarity, structure, and communication shapes the way IFMSA functions. Now, I'm ready to bring that experience to the Supervising Council. Subco is not an individual role, it's a collective responsibility. When a team is misaligned internally, problems escalate externally. Consistency in interpretation and institutional memory are core values to the Supervising Council. Prevention starts with trust, and trust comes from transparency and having a clear point of contact. SUBCO is an accessible but independent body. I strongly support continuing and strengthening the SUBCO buddy system so EBTO members know exactly who to approach for clarification.
Let's be honest, who doesn't love spilling the tea?
But in governance, gossip quickly turns into tension. SUBCO cannot operate on assumptions and speculations. It must operate on facts, documentation, and careful interpretation of the IFMSA Constitution and bylaws. Misinformation spreads easily, especially online. That's why structured internal discussion and proper documentation are essential to reach fair conclusions and prevent unnecessary escalation. Facts over assumptions, process over pressure. Protection is central to SUBCO's mandate. Investigations must be structured, evidence-based, and confidential with full respect to due process. Confidentiality safeguards fairness, and proportionality safeguards credibility. SUBCO's role is to ensure accountability while preserving institutional integrity through clarity, consistency, and principled decision-making. Governance affects people. Behind every procedure, there are volunteers who can feel the weight of uncertainty. Mental health matters, especially when processes are unclear or prolonged. SUBCO can be firm and fair while communicating with clarity and respect. Protecting the Federation also means protecting the well-being of its members.
I'm not here to stir the pot, I'm here to calm the waters. I want to contribute to a supervising council that is preventive in approach, righteous in process, and principled in its decisions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
So we will have 2 minutes for your questions. How would you like them to be asked? 1 by 1, 2 by 2, or more?
I prefer just taking one by one.
Sure, we can do that. Okay. People on the stairs, what are you doing? Hello? People on the stairs, you're not allowed to do this when we're doing presentations. Please don't interrupt. Thank you. Okay. So if anyone has questions for Florian's candidature, please raise your voting card or your hand on Zoom. AMSA Austria.
Thomas Wimmer, AMSA Austria. So thank you for your presentation and the nice video. Since you already finished med school and work as a doctor, now how do you plan on making time for your role as SUBCO?
Thank you so much for your question. So I took that really into consideration while applying for a supervising council, and based on the division of the programs in residency in Romania, it is amazing that the first 2 years of residency, I can rotate through departments. And for example, in these first 6 months, my schedule is quite light. It's mostly scheduled in the beginning of the day, so I have plenty of time to work and do stuff, while having already scheduled monthly night shifts that I had like also today. So I think time management will be something that I really considered before applying to SUBCO, and I'll be able to offer as much as my time as possible to this position if I'm elected.
Thank you. Anyone else have questions for Florian? Okay, I don't see any voting cards or hands up. Thank you so much, Florian, for your candidature.
Thank you so much for listening to me, and hello to Copenhagen. I wish I were there.
Okay, I will put you back to the waiting room. Mm. Oh. Are you able to move yourself to the waiting room at all?
Me? Wait, I don't know how to do it.
He's gone. Oh, he's in the waiting room. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. Okay. Hi. I brought you back, Florian. I wanted to say in the breakout room, not the waiting room.
Yeah, thank you, but I don't know how I can exit the Zoom totally if that works better.
No, we do have to have you in the room. Do we have another returning officer online? Sumedha, are you able to join a breakout room with Florian? I will put you in a new breakout room if you're still here.
Yes, I'm here. I can join the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Where did Florian go? Oh, you're back. Okay. Give us 2 seconds. I'm troubleshooting here. Okay. And then, okay, I will move you to room 3, Florian, and then I'll have Sumedha go with you. Excellent. Okay. Can we have Joao be brought back? Can someone tell Leke, our returning officer, to bring him back? They're coming, I promise. We don't need to put this in the minutes, but I love your memes. Keep them going. Hello, welcome back. Okay, sorry for the wait. Thank you for your patience. So we have our other candidates in the waiting room. Yes, everybody is there. Okay, let me just count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Laura's not here. Okay, excellent. So let me share your presentation for everyone. Thank God it's not a video this time. Sorry, it's just a technical difficulty sometimes. And here, okay. Okay, so Joao, you have 3 minutes for your presentations, followed by 2 minutes of questions. I'll change the slides for you. Just let me know when, and you can start whenever you are ready.
Hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. I think everyone's already tired because everyone wants to go to the NFDP. But hi, NMO representatives. My name is João Rodrigues Neto. I'm from the name Brazil, and I am your candidate for Supervising Council 2025-2027. Please, next. So, as you can see, I'm Brazilian. I am also an MOP from Denem, Brazil, and I'm 25 years old. And I used to say that I am a student representative. For the past 11 years, I've been advocating for students over local, international, as in here, regional, and also in the regional sphere, in the whole Brazil, and also in here. Please, next. As I was presenting, I am in the 5th year of medical student, and I am presenting this candidature for SUBCO because I want to be the guardian of institutional of discontinuity. SUBCO is about having this representativity and being protecting of our constitution and bylaws. The main thing in here is having this DA's decision that you have made to be done and to be safeguarded under our decision, and actually be our ensure of accountability. Next, please. I divided my presentation into 3 pillars. for beginning as institutional integrity, as having a structured review over the EB decisions, which is going to be seeing the decision that the EB has made and also trying to do a better change and see if everything's correctly. Also, reinforce institutional memory, strengthening financial and procedural compliance, because it's a place that we should provide deadlines and to see if everything financially is great, and also giving an early advisory intervention for protecting our federation. Next, please. The second pillar is about equity through governance. We have to be aware of how FMSA work and apply the whole equity process in our federation and into our participation to ensure fairness into implementation of our institution and constitutions and bylaws. Please, next. And the third pillar is about the constructive advisor leadership. We need to be neutral and also evidence-based guidance, so we do not make mistakes as SUPCO, if elected, and to have clear documentation and transparency, so you can see everything we could do and all the decisions that we have made are great. And actually have a strong communication within SUPCO and the whole EB and the TO, and also with the
Thank
animals.
you so much.
Thank you.
Your time is up. Thank you. Okay, so you all have 2 minutes for questions. How would you like to take them?
One by one, please.
One by one? Okay. Anyone have questions for Joao? BVMD Germany.
Thank you for your application. Our question would be, do you see a conflict of interest because you're here as NMO president?
Yes, thank you for your question, BVMD Germany. If I get elected, I will resign my position as NMO president from my NMO.
Any other questions? Please raise your voting card or raise your hand on the Zoom. IFMSA Austria.
Hello, thank you for your candidature. Since SUPCO is usually doctors are already graduated people who have a lot of experience, and you don't have EB or TO experience, how do you feel like that you can fit into the team well?
Okay, thank you for your question. Actually, I was thinking about it, and as you can see, I'm outsider from my IFMSA. I've never got a spot into the position with the B or the TO, but you can see in my application, I've been part of these 11 years of student council. I've been representing the students in Brazil for lots and lots of parts of the councils and other space of bylaws in our Brazilian statements of structures. So I've been part in diverse types of things. I feel really okay on staying in a position that would supervise the bylaws, because it's a work that I really like to do. It's a kind of bureaucracy that usually my NMO do not like, but I really enjoy on doing, and it's a place that's really serious. It's objective. The bylaws are in there, and we must apply those decisions that are made by you.
Thank you. Any other questions? No, I don't see any. Thank you so much, Joao.
Thank you.
Don't be too excited. Okay, we're just gonna switch the screen so my secretary can take back the control. Oy. Okay, so we have received some requests for a speakers list. There will be 2 that we're opening here. The first one is broad, is general, but the second one is going to be about a bylaw suspension that we received a procedural motion for. And so for this speakers list, it's general. You can raise your voting card for general topics, but the next one has to be about the procedural motion that is coming about bylaw suspension. Okay, so I see Limza Libya, and then IFMSA Egypt, and then LEMSIC Lebanon. Does any of, and IFMSA Sweden, okay. These are more statements than I thought I would receive, but that's okay. Okay, and then anyone else would like to be on this general speakers list? Once again, the next speakers list will be about bylaw suspensions and the procedural motion that is following. So this is general speakers list. Okay, I don't see any hands. Okay, that's good, that's good. So we will proceed with this order. As a reminder, speakers lists are 2 minutes, statements are 2 minutes each. So, Limza Libya, do you have a mic? Yes, you do. Okay, you may start anytime.
Dear IFMSA family, since 2011, Libya has faced exponential circumstances, and its medical students have gone through difficult times that shaped their strengths and experience. Despite limited resources and heavy challenges, we remained steadfast. We trained when the training was almost impossible, and we represent the Federation when the silence would be as easy than action. Today, we do not stand to accuse, but to document, not speak of anger, but of memory. We don't stand at accused, but at an anymore that is carrier IFMSA in the heart since 2007. Libya has never been bystander. It's always stood with Africa and the Arab world, supporting humanity and other service communities. In December 2024, LEMSA Libya officially contacted the IFMSA EB residents to host the AM25. During the General Assembly, MM25, Libya entered General Assembly with full credibility and was only the anymore applying to the host that time. We see no smear campaigning and no targeting of our time, and no targeting of our reputation. And we thanks the IFMSA EB for the professional spirits. LEMSA Libya has applied to the host many regional events, most frequently EMR 22. But when we submitted our candidature to the host this event, the situation changed. We didn't face competition, but systemic exclusion. We were not evaluated. The image of our country was distorted, and the LEMSA Libya was targeted, we told, foils IFMSA by laws and constitution. At the one point, collective messages were sent to the all enemies in our region to tarnish our reputation. Dear family, IFMSA not only give us opportunities.
Thank you so much. 2 minutes is up. Thank you. Please send the rest of your statement to the NMO server, and please send your statement to the QR code here for a form. Thank you. Thank you. IFMSA Egypt. Do you have a mic? Okay, raise your hand. Hi. Nice.
Okay, Beirut, he, him, IFMSA Egypt. Okay, so this statement is on behalf of IFMSA Egypt, IFMSA Jo, Metsko Oman, SIMSA Syria, LIMSA Lithuania, MSS, the North Republic of North Macedonia, DNM Brazil, STEMSA Estonia, MSB Bulgaria, MEDSIN Sudan, LM Luxembourg, NM Portugal, ACS Catalonia, SISM Italy, IFMSA Brazil, COMSEC Croatia, IFMSA Czech Republic, SLOMSEC Slovenia. Dear IFMSA family, first and foremost, we would like to sincerely acknowledge and appreciate the significant efforts and immense dedication of the OC. We recognize the months of labor required to host a General Assembly and value the commitment invested in bringing us together. However, I will address a critical matter concerning the well-being, equity, and sustainability of participation of all delegates. This GA coincides with the holy month of Ramadan, while many delegates are fasting. Every single person in this room is enduring 12 hours or more days of high-stakes decision-making. We have observed two critical failures in our basic needs. nutritional inadequacy, accuracy of the foods, meal portions are insufficient, whether fasting or not. We cannot maintain the congestive stamina required for plenaries and workshops on the current provisions. Logistically inequality, despite the number of fasting participants being known in advance, so packs have run out early. For those fasting, these are not just snacks. They are the one on nutritional intake for 24 hours. To have these packs unavailable is a preventable failure that places certain delegates of physical and mental disadvantage. We must also be candid, registration fees have increased. With higher financial contribution from our animals, there is a legitimate expectation that fundamental provisions, especially food, are calculated accurately and delivered reliably. As future healthcare professions, we know that nutrition is not a luxury, it is a fundamental safe functioning. We cannot advocate globally for health equity while overlooking the basic physiological needs of our own members. We are one IFMSA. Let us ensure that our internal practice reflect the principle of solidarity and dignity that we represent to the world. We ask the OC for an immediate plan to rectify these shortages for the
Thank you,
remainder of
thank
the year.
you. Time is up,
Thank you.
unfortunately. Thank you. Please send the rest of your statement to the NMO server and also to the QR code here. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Lemsik, Lebanon. 2 minutes, you have the floor.
Yeah, I just wanted to trigger warning for the statement.
Ah,
please.
trigger warning. Okay, where is the content?
It's about the situation.
I can't hear you.
It's about the situation in our region.
Okay, so about war, conflict?
Yes.
Okay, so conflict, war, trigger warning. If you need 1 minute, you please go away from this room if you don't want to hear it. I will leave 1 minute for people that want to move. That's another time that you can move. Not presentations, but now for trigger warnings, if you wish to, you can be out of this room. Okay. Okay, so, okay, nobody is moving out of the room. Please go ahead, you have 2 minutes.
Okay, so this statement is written on behalf of LEMSIC Lebanon, IFMSA UAE, IFMSA Iraq, IFMSA Morocco, SIMSA Syria, METSCO Oman, and PENSA Palestine. So, dear Chair, dear TO, and dear delegates, I stand before you today on behalf of LEMSIC Lebanon after more than 24 hours of travel, determined to be present in this General Assembly and to speak among you. Due to reported flight cancellations, only 3 out of our 8 delegates were able to reach Copenhagen. Tragically, the entire in-person delegation of SIMSA Syria, booked on the same flights, were unable to attend this General Assembly. This includes their NMO president, who was already in Lebanon when travel was disrupted and was unable to return into the following day. This, unfortunately, is not a logistical inconvenience. It is a reality of the region we come from, and many of you should understand why. Over the past hour, Lebanon has witnessed sudden and devastating attacks. Families were forced to evacuate their homes at 3 in the morning. Airstrikes struck Beirut, our capital, at midnight. As of the latest updated published by the Lebanese Ministry of Public Health, 52 have been murdered and 154 injured. These events are just a part of an aggression that has continued for more than 15 months, escalating again with devastating consequences. As I speak to you now, my own family has evacuated our home in the middle of the night and remains on the road searching for safer areas, places that truthfully cannot fully be called safe. Likewise, millions have been displaced and hundreds have been already lost their lives within the hours. This is the reality of medical students from our region. This is the reality that medical students from our region wake up to every day. We sit in lecture halls learning how to save lives while our own communities struggle simply to survive. We prepare to become physicians while hospitals anticipate mass casualties. While
Thank you
healthcare.
so much. I apologize. 2
please,
minutes.
I
I
need-
cannot allow it. It's in the hybrid GIEC guidelines that was adopted by the plenary. I am so sorry. Please send the rest of your statements in the NMO server. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, IFMSA Sweden.
Dear IFMSA family, this statement is on behalf of IFMSA Sweden, NEMSA Norway, FEMSIC Finland, SUMSA Switzerland, BVMD Germany, IFMSA NL, AMSA Austria, and CFG at UK. As we gather here for March meeting 2026 of the IFMSA, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to IMCC Denmark for hosting this meeting and for dedication, hard work, and warm hospitality. Your efforts have created a space where dialogue, collaboration, and friendship can truly flourish. As one of the co-founders, we are deeply proud of the federation we have built together, a federation that has grown to achieve what we could have ever, a truly global community of medical students. IFMSA was founded on the principles of solidarity, international cooperation, and a shared commitment to health and peace. These values remain just as relevant today as they were at its foundation. Our strength lies in our unity, in our ability to come together across cultures, perspectives, and borders with mutual respect and a common purpose. This anniversary invites us to look back, to honor our vision that reminds us of the generations of students who have shaped IFMSA into the strong, diverse, and impactful organization it is today. But anniversaries are not only moments of reflection, they are also moments of responsibility. As we celebrate 75 years, let us also look forward. Let us continue building a federation that remains courageous, united, and principled. As we discuss and vote on the future of IFMSA, may we do so with wisdom, justice, integrity, democratic values, and a commitment to peace. Thank you.
Thank you. And so with that, this speakers list is concluded. We are moving on to the next speakers list. Number 6, this is about bylaw suspension and procedural motion that is upcoming. Anyone want to be on the speakers list? IFMSA Quebec? Anyone else that would like to be on the speakers list? And then Portugal. Okay. Anyone else that would like to be on the speakers list? I don't see any other hands. All right, IFMSA Quebec, you may go. You have 2 minutes for a statement.
On behalf of IFMSA Quebec, IFMSA Brazil, ICMGOL Colombia, DENEM Brazil, IFMSA Peru, IFMSA El Salvador, Venezuela, IFMSA Panama, LMSA Libya, ASRM Moldova, EMSA China, Hong Kong, BOSMENSA Bosnia Herzegovina, SAMSIC, Bosnia Herzegovina, Republic of Srpska, BMSA Belgium, FMSA Taiwan, FCMSA Indonesia, FMSA Estonia, FMSA Serbia, FMSA Malta, LIMSA Lithuania, SLUM6 Slovenia, ODEM Dominican Republic, CSFMS, Canada, IMP Ecuador, SIMSA Italy, IFMSA Paraguay, IFMSA Guatemala, IX Catalonia, IFMSA the Netherlands, ILM Luxembourg, IFMSA Poland, IMF, and Mexico, and anyone else who raises their voting card in support. Bylaw paragraph 3.78 was created to promote equitable access to international opportunities and to prevent the concentration of roles within our federation. That principle is one we deeply respect and proudly uphold. However, in the specific and exceptional situation, the strict application of this bylaw produces the opposite effect of what it is designed to achieve. For this General Assembly, only one person is affected by this rule, Mia Milicevic. She is the only individual who applied for 2 TO roles. Applications are now closed, meaning that suspending or not suspending this bylaw impacts no one else but her. This is not about opening doors unfairly. This is about ensuring that the rules meant to protect equity does not, in practice, exclude excellence, continuity, and care. As Regional Director for the Americas ad interim, Mia has been nothing short of exceptional. She has constantly gone beyond the formal scope of her role, meeting the NMO presidents outside of the mandated responsibilities, supporting diverse national challenges, and anticipating regional consequences before they become crisis. Speaking from lived experience during a major strike in Quebec that gravely affected IFMSA exchanges, contracts, and financial stability, Mia stood with us. She dedicated extensive time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Your time is up. Please send a remaining statement to the NMO server. Okay, and then Portugal.
Can I? Yeah, okay. Dear NMOs, this statement is on behalf of NM Portugal, NMSA Norway, NM France, IFMSA Spain, and IFMSA Egypt, and all the NMOs raising the voting cards.
We'd like to remind you that our Constitution and bylaws, as our highest regulatory document, should be treated with respect. Suspending bylaws should not be a common practice, but rather an exceptional procedure for exceptional situations. We believe we shouldn't use bylaw suspensions as a solution for the problems, but rather reflect the possible changes to the bylaws we deem we have outgrown. When suspensions become routine, we weaken the very structure that holds us together. We'd like to urge animals to reflect on this and to refrain from unnecessary bylaw suspension. We are leaving you with an inspirational quote from one of our predecessors. Every time there is a problem, we suspend the bylaws, and we should stop doing that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. With this, the speakers list is closed. Okay, so we are moving on. So, we received a procedural motion number 4, which reads to suspend bylaws paragraph 3.78 until the end of the 75th General Assembly, March meeting 2026, with the explanation below. So, A, Mia Milicevic submitted applications for two teams of officials roles, interim and regional director for the Americas and vice president for capacity building 2026-2027. This dual candidacy was submitted to maintain leadership continuity in the Americas, where she currently serves ad interim and is the sole candidate, while also seeking to transition her experience to the executive board level. Would be paragraph that needs to be suspended because its application in this specific and exceptional case would result in a leadership vacancy for the Americas region. Suspending the paragraph ensures that a rule intended to promote equitable access does not inadvertently exclude a qualified candidate from being considered by the General Assembly for two distinct rules. And C, by suspending bylaws paragraph 3.78, the General Assembly will be able to vote on both of Mia Milicevic's candidacies, rendering them procedurally valid. This allows IFMSA to maintain institutional stability for the Americas by allowing the General Assembly to vote for RD Americas, and gives the General Assembly the opportunity to decide on the capacity building leadership for the term 2026-27 term. Phew. Okay, next slide. So this is proposed by IFMSA Quebec and ODEM Dominican Republic. So as this is a procedural motion for this, we would need a brief explanation by IFMSA Quebec or ODEM.
Okay. Mia is reapplying for RD Americas, not out of ambition, but out of commitment. She is currently the sole candidate and already holds the position ad interim. Her candidacy is a formality driven by the desire not to abandon her region, not to leave the Americas without strong unifying leadership, while still allowing herself to grow within IFMSA. At the same time, she is applying for the role of VPCB for the 2026-2027 Executive Board. Her passion for capacity building is longstanding and deeply proven. From our experience, she is an outstanding capacity building regional assistant for the Americas, and there is no doubt, none, that she would bring the same excellence, vision, and care for the role of VPCB. So for all the reasons stated in the motion, we would like to submit it.
Thank you so much for the explanation. Do we have a seconder? Okay, IFMSA Peru. Okay, may I request the CCC to provide us a short explanation as to what will happen if this motion passes?
This is Deonta Dedem on behalf of the CCC. If this procedural motion passes, candidates have the ability to apply for more than one position in the same IFMSA General Assembly, which in this case only applies to Mia, which will make both her candidatures in that case valid and can be voted on both of them, as was stated in the explanation of the procedural motion itself. Does that explain?
Thank you so much, CCC. Okay, so this is a procedural motion, which means that we will directly go into a vote. The vote is open. Please vote. As we have adopted the preliminary CCC report, the voting rights is different in terms of what you had yesterday at plenary 1 or at the first motion. And so maybe you'd be surprised. You'll see a vote. Okay. So as I hear whispers in the hall, that means that people have already voted. So in this case, I will be closing the vote in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the vote is closed. I would like to remind everyone that this is a bylaw suspension. I do not want to hear any single clapping or cheering after this motion goes. Okay? No matter the results. I don't want to hear any of that. Thank you. Okay. So we have received 41 in favor, 8 against, 3 abstentions. And so this means that the motion will pass with 2/3 majority. No clapping. Thank you. Okay. Congratulations. We have come to the end of plenary 2 with some time to spare, but there is something that our VPM would like to say.
Okay. Hi, everyone. We have concluded 1.5 hours early. Who would have thought? Ask your predecessors if everything they would have ever imagined this in August meeting Greece. They would never. I can tell you that, but that is the amazing job our chair is doing, our vice chair and our secretary team. So give it up for the plenary team. Okay, so now we have an FDP tonight for us to start early. What I need you to do, your tables, leave them at where they are, pick up everything from